Alright, it's Sunday morning. I actually been getting back into my arcade games. I'm going to play through a few of these games now today. See how it goes. So I'm going to start off with Star Wars. I'm just going to set this right here for each of these and just see how I do if I can video actually playing. So Star Wars, this actually switches between Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. One of the coolest features. I'm actually going to play regular Star Wars and see what kind of score I can put up. So I start off with Wave 5 because you get a bonus for that. Start off killing the TIE Fighters. Secret here is don't let them escape the screen and they'll just keep spawning from the middle. And so that one escaped, and then you start spinning around. If you don't let them escape the screen, they just keep spawning and your camera stays aimed at the Death Star and you can just kill a whole bunch of them. If they escape, then you start like spinning around like we're doing here. I might not play a full game of each of these. I just want to play each of my games one time. So second phase is the towers. You want to clear all these towers with the white tops. You don't have to clear the red ones, but for the point bonus, you want to clear all of these white top towers. And I'm of course shooting the fireballs to preserve my shield. And this playfield like repeats. Like you miss the towers, then you get another shot at it. But the whole field is wider than your like field of vision here. So hopefully that makes sense. It's repeating, but you kind of want to be moving to the side to get the whole thing. So there, I've cleared everything. I got the bonus. And now for these first couple of rounds, I am going to try and use the Force, meaning you don't shoot during this to clear the fireballs, you have to dodge them. The secret there is they shoot at where you are, like when they shoot. So by the time that they get to you, you want to be in a different spot. So that was pretty good. It's the first wave done, and since I did the bonus, or since I did the hard wave, I get a big starting wave bonus, so I'm already at 1,000,000 points. So same thing here, trying to let nobody escape the screen, and they already did, because you have to prioritize shooting the fireballs for sure. When I was getting my collection together early on, of course my first game was 720, and this was my second game, and then my third game was Tron. And sort of my guiding principle around collecting is, you know, you could play all these games on MAME, on a PC, but I wanted the ones that had unique control structures, where it was different to play the actual arcade game. So obviously 720 is that way. If I played 720, it's got a tilted joystick that only goes around in a circle. It's not middle, it doesn't go up, down, left, right, it spins around. It's a unique joystick or a unique control structure. This one's unique also, obviously, because you got this yoke that you're steering a spaceship. You're not going to duplicate that on a PC. And then Tron also, it's got really unique control. It's got a spinner in one hand and then like a stick in the other hand with the trigger. Missed one here. I wasn't paying attention and missed one there. That's unfortunate. So I'll try and use the Force again. It gets a little harder. So that was a little messy. I burned through 3 shields there. See, I got 6 left. You start with 9. So as you zoom out of the Death Star, there's some like texture on the Death Star, and you actually can see it's the names of some of the programmers of these games. You can only see it like if you pause it. And at the end of that, you can see they all go in, and if you're aimed at the Death Star, you get a little bit of a turkey shoot there, which is fun. Alright, let me see if I can get all these towers. That was a little better. Try to use the force one more time. It gets pretty hard now. So same thing, still sort of messy. So from here on out, I'll probably stop using the force and I'll shoot during that. See, I'm up to 1.5 million, 1,548. I've gotten like 2.5 million on this before. And once you get to these farther waves, you're sort of just like trying to survive more than actually kill too many TIE fighters. Got a couple shots on Darth Vader's TIE fighter there. Alright, so that was quick. Got them all. Alright, should I try using the force one more time? Let's do it. Got a little ugly there. Alright, one shield left. See if I can make it all the way through this wave. This one will be tough. Not these TIE fighters, but the whole thing destroyed the Death Star. So I got one shield. Alright, no shield, so I'll be shooting here to try and preserve. Ah. Alright, so there's Star Wars. 1.8 doesn't save anything past the top 3 score, so I won't save it. So next up is Quantum. I consider Quantum like the very first, it's almost like an Android game. Trackball. I say it's an Android game because it's such a simple little game, but it's super cool. And unfortunately I got my Pac-Man glare on there, but that's alright, you get the idea. So you basically just control this circle with your trackball here, and the idea is you're making a line that gets shorter behind it, and so you want to complete circles and fully encircle these balls to get rid of them, like that. So there's a hack or a secret that you can spin multiple times around a ball you've just destroyed and get a lot of points, so I'll try and do it here. So I missed that one. Let me try this one. There we go. And you have to be quick. You only have a second. See, I wasn't fast enough there. It went away. But that's a way to sort of almost cheat and like rack up tons of points. But I'm just going to play normal here to get through one whole game. This game's super fun. It was like one of the rare games. There's some weird story behind how it became an Atari game. Like they won some lawsuit against a company that made some patent infringement on another one of their games, and then that company had to make this game for them or something, I don't know, but it's rare. It didn't do real good in the arcades, and then it became sort of like a sought after collector's game. And it's cool because it's a vector monitor like the Star Wars, but it makes like solid shapes with the vector monitor. Those balls are one of the only times you'll see vector graphics make a solid. Oh. Bonds, so pretty clear. These bonds, when they're blue, you can pass through them. When they're red, they kill you. So you want to, while they're blue, get rid of the bonded ones first, like that. And these purple star-shaped things will split into multiple copies of themselves. So I'll let this one turn red. So now I can't pass there. I could circle both of them and kill them. That's a little sloppy. That thing, that weird star thing leaves like landmines that are still on the play screen. Here's where this game gets like super hard all of a sudden. Alright, so we'll end this here. So this is Quantum, and the cool thing about Quantum is if you're the high score for the day, you get to put your initials in and kind of like color on here. So I'll do JC for my initials like this. Like that. So kind of a cool feature. And then that's what's shown all day long. High score thing. Alright. Next up, my Pac-Man. It's actually a 60-in-1, so I can play all like the classics, and I'll play one game of regular Pac-Man. Actually, I'll play Frogger. Frogger's a cool game. I'm not real good at a lot of these games, but see how I do. Got a little crazy there. There's one, and I got the fly. See if I can finish this round. So that's the hardest one to get, obviously. Alright, so there's round one. This is another game, like all these classic 80s games, are just insanely hard. So much harder than the games that come out these days. They're meant to steal quarters, so it instantly ramps up. So you got a little backup frog you can bring with you. Oh, jumped off. All right. So that's that. That's pretty cool. It's an original cabinet Pac-Man that I restored, re-stenciled, repainted it, and you can play Donkey Kong, Galaga, all the classics in there. So I'm pretty into playing this one lately. I've been playing a lot of arm wrestling. So this one switches between Punch Out, Super Punch Out, and arm wrestling by pushing the left blow and the body blow button here. So now I'm on arm wrestling, so it only uses the arm wrestling controls here. And I gotta give it credit. Put in my name. This is the stick that you actually pull up on, up tight toward the sky for arm wrestling. This one doesn't have that because you don't need it for Punch Out and Super Punch Out. Craziest, like dumbest game ever, but pretty fun. You're basically just wearing down their strength or hit points by pressing left, tapping left, and then when they do a move, you counterattack by pushing right, and then if you did it quick enough, you can press this power button and spam the button like that, and like rack up extra bonus points and I think, take down their strength faster. Oh, I missed that one. So, and then this one's cool because 2 screens you can see. So here you pull up to catch this money. Like that. Tracks your speed that you've killed each one with, and you can see my record on that last guy, 9 seconds, 8.9. Here's Mask X, big secret of who Mask X really is. And this one you also use the pull up on the stick to pull his mask off eventually, if I get a chance here. Pay attention. Didn't quite get it. So I'm not doing so well here. See if I get one more shot. That was like sticking. Anyway, I can usually get a lot farther. I'm not gonna play that one again, but it's a fun, weird game. All right, next up, Tron, classic. I won't play this all the way through. I can usually like marathon this guy. But like I said, this was my second game because it was just one I remember playing a lot at Disneyland. And really is an awesome looking game in an arcade because it's got all the black lights on it and interesting control structure with the spinner on the left side and then the stick and the trigger to shoot. So this first cone, you can clear the whole thing for the maximum points. And if you've done the spider level first, you shoot faster on this phase. But I hadn't, and it's just random which ones you're going to get, whether it's tanks, light cycles, spiders, or cone. And if you're trying to play for a high score game, you point press here, you just kill as many as you can with the time that you have. If you're not, you just go right in quick. Tanks. My strategy was always to just go to the top of this diamond, hide out, and shoot through it. Yeah. You go into the diamond, you teleport somewhere random on the screen. And light cycles, like the most classic part of Tron, part of this game. So this one's pretty easy. And for all those, you hold down the trigger for speed. Alright. So like I said, I'd normally stay there, go all the way around there, kill as many as I could. This one I think you can also destroy the entire thing. But pretty quickly you get to a way where it's just, this is just going super fast and you can't destroy the whole thing. See that little juke there? Hopefully the camera's set up to see that. Alright, and tanks. Now we got 3. I still go back to the safe spot. Missed him, but that's okay. Eventually he comes around. Alright, so now the difficulty ramps up pretty good. Alright, I used to memorize all these patterns for the light cycles. I cannot remember how to do this one, so... That worked out. Looks like it came back to me at the last second. So this is lucky. That's the extra bonus thing that you want for extra points. And it showed up right where I could get it. So again, normally if I was going for points, I'd go all the way around, go that way, but I'm just going to try and get out of here. Yeah. See, run these two into each other. Up, up. Good. 666. Wasn't so hot. Now I can't remember. I used to have, like I said, all these memorized. But... Oh, this one's kind of cool, the recognizer. So if you can get to that top corner of this map, let me try and do it again. Dang it. If you can get to the top corner, you can actually take a break, and they can never get you there. It's one of the little secrets. I'm going to try it once more. Same exact thing, alright. But anyways, that's a pretty cool level, so that's getting fairly far into Tron. Next up, pole position. Been playing this one quite a bit lately. Just like one of the most awesome arcade games ever. And it's got a lot more to it than it looks like. The amount of play between how fast you go and what your time is and how many points you score really is aligned with your skill really well. And I'm not describing that well, but there's just so much nuance to how fast you go, how you keep your speed up, how it is to pass the cars, and really takes a lot of skill to play this at the highest level, which I don't. So first lap is just a qualifying lap. You do one lap and you want to get a fast enough time that you get the pole position, which basically means you got to get through without crashing. So there we go, pole position. Start off with 14,000 points. I wish I hadn't kept Tron going, but I credited it up again. Now you're racing, got to complete 5 laps. and you get points for every car you pass, and of course for your speed, and the timer is running out, and if you crash twice, you will not be able to finish the next lap, and that'll be the end of your game. And really the big challenge to this is always that corner. See, I took out 2 cars there. That's like dead man's curve there. The rest of this, it's challenging, but nothing like that spot. It's the hardest spot of every lap. I'll see if I can pay better attention to this next round. And you want to avoid the pedals, because you can see my speed there, 241. You want to always be at 244. And screeching around corners or letting off the gas slows you down. So here it comes, dead man's curve. Let me see if I can do a little better here. Alright, he survived, barely. He slowed way down. Look at that guy. So that's going to be pretty much it for this game. I won't be able to finish, unfortunately, and get a good score. 2 crashes is too much. And 3 is for sure too much. So anyway, that's pole position. And you can see you get points for the number of cars you pass, and if we were to finish the 5 laps, you get points for the number of the time left. So next up, the last one I'll play. I've been playing a lot of 720, but I'm going to keep that separate and make a different video for that. This is a multi-cade. It should have Street Fighter in it. I have that board for the actual best version ever of Street Fighter, which is that one, Hyper Fighting Turbo Edition. But you can play a lot of different games on this one. I will play, let's see. This is my wife's favorite game. It's like the reason I have to keep this here. This is not to code, by the way, but whatever. Alright. So I actually made a Roblox game that is the ability to play this exact game, but on Roblox as your Roblox character. So if you have kids that play Roblox, or you've ever tried it yourself, look for my game. My game's called Bubble Buster. Doing so hard here. Alright, saved it. See if I can get through one more round. So I won't keep going here. But anyway, there is a look around the garage today. Good stuff.